Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Hercule Poirot, the first cases. Because I'm completely normal and not obsessive at all, I looked up this morning. This morning, I searched for red trousers army uniform, because it was really bothering me that the British Army major, in inverted commas, was wearing a kind of pale kind of midish, palish blue coat, jacket, with red trousers. Because that is not the British uniform, not even for those who wear blue. They wear black trousers. I looked it up. This British major, this major in the British Army, currently residing in Belgium, is wearing a French uniform. That just poses loads of questions. Like, I wonder if that's relevant to the plot. I doubt it is. I'm assuming this is just someone just grabbed a uniform they thought looked nice and went with it. Wait. We can move around and write things in the snow. Alright, okay. H. Okay, that's a really rubbish version of an E, but E. R. Yeah. Okay, no, this isn't working. Oh, no, that does look like a C. Right, so then we go up. I'm completely wasting my time. I'm aware of this. U. L. E. Hercule. There we go. Kind of. Right, let's just go to the front door now. We can't run. We will knock on the door, having been summoned for help. Having kind of graffitied our name in the snow. A moment longer in this weather and my fingers would have become too cold to even knock on the door. Sorry, that was me messing around. And complaining about wrong uniforms.
Bonjour, my name is Hercule Poirot. I am here at the invitation of Mademoiselle Angeline.
Ah, Detective Poirot. We have been expecting you. Please come in from this frightful cold.
And the butler is Scottish. Have the designers forgotten that this is in Belgium?
Merci. I don't think I would have lasted much longer out here before turning into an icicle.
Welcome. I am Archibald Sterling, the head butler.
Said the butler.
Please accept my apologies. I have a rather pressing matter, but I will see that you are attended to immediately.
Do not trouble yourself on my behalf. I am sure I am more than capable of finding my room. I shall straighten myself up and be ready to join the party.
There is no rush, Detective. Dinner will not be served for some time. So please, make yourself comfortable. Once you have settled in, I am sure that Miss Angeline will be happy to see you. She has been eager for your arrival. She's not been herself recently.
That will be the blackmail.
On the first floor. I believe your room is one of the two on the west side of the house.
Merci. I am sure we shall speak again soon.
Okay, so this is a different house. Oh, that's probably his house, isn't it? Potentially. Whoa! It's time to make myself comfortable. I should begin with finding my room and straightening myself up before the party begins. Okay. It's on the first floor, west wing. Archibald is stressed, apparently. The staff are very busy. Tonight's arrivals have written a small signed message. The male guests are based in the east wing? Oh, what? How is that not a thing? I'm in the west wing.
Bonjour. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Detective Hercule Poirot.
May as well start introducing ourselves now.
Detective, I hope you're not here for me.
I don't know.
Not that I am aware of. Should I be?
Ha! 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 Not often you meet a detective with a sense of humor. I'm Zakaria Demir, but you can call me Zach.
Judging by the smell of alcohol, I would say he had begun the celebrations already, and is likely to be this friendly with everyone. Have you had a chance to congratulate the happy couple? Let's ask that, because I don't really want his help, I don't think.
If I had seen them, maybe I would have. It is meant to be their celebration, but they're always off, dealing with something or other.
Something or other? A rather vague expression.
He probably doesn't know.
Let's just say they like to keep their cards close to their chest. For such a well-known family, I'm surprised they can keep anything hidden.
Would you care to elaborate on what Mademoiselle may be hiding?
I'd rather not. You're the detective, isn't that your job?
Très bien, Monsieur Demir.
Perhaps I should keep my occupation and reason for being here to myself, for now at least. I fear it may derail my initial introductions. Oh, the staff are busy. I was wondering if someone could help me.
You'll be lucky. I've been waiting for a refill for ages. I came out here to find someone myself.
Ah, I see. The preparations for this evening's dinner must have taken precedence.
I've seen that butler running around like a madman, but there is still no party to speak of. It's pretty clear they need to hire a few more hands.
Maybe not everyone's
I shall take
arrived.
up no more of your time. À bientôt.
Yeah, probably not. Okay, so this is where we are. Okay. Oh, we have a thingy. Right, so the staff are busy. Is that because there's very few of them?
Come, my little grey cells. We must think logically.
The thing is, it's going to be one of these, isn't it? Right, so... Archibald is stressed. Is that because there's very few people working?
What a revelation!
I mean, this is the thing, like, they're all kind of a kind, aren't they? A butler would usually escort me to my room, but on this occasion I must find my own way. Yes. Stressed due to the lack of staff, yes. Right, which way's west? Ooh, a letter. An auctioneer's receipt. I hope Madame Van den Bosch isn't finding it necessary to sell her belongings. Receipt for sale of 1 oil painting, 300 francs. 1 gold-flaked frame, chipped, 100 francs. 1 marble bust, 250 francs. Minus commission. Made payable to C. Van den Bosch. Okay. Painting of some saints. A beautifully composed painting of 7 saints. Madame has quite an eye for striking artwork. Okay. Is this my room? Oh, no. That's going to be a puzzle later, isn't it? Selection of perfume, compliments of the family. Seems rather fitting for a female occupant. They leave me some cologne as well. So it does seem odd that we're in the west. Roaring fire. I could stand and gaze into the flames for hours. Oh, this looks like it may have already been occupied. Although I can't interact with the thing. Oh. Understandable to hide a woman's modesty while changing. Is there anything else in this room? I know not. Talk to Angela. Right. This one, because it's next to
Order
it.
and method. That is the way to solve the problem.
Oh, the perfume. Does that link to this?
I cannot see the logic in this. Perhaps a second look at the evidence in front of me.
I'm just wondering, like, is it meant to be like, oh, we've gone to the same, been sent to the wrong room? No. Stressed?
This will not get me any close.
Oh! Okay, I've tried that before and it hadn't
I should
worked.
not be surprised by my own skills of deduction.
Connected to the home thing. Appears as though I'm staying in a very feminine room. Perhaps there's been some confusion. Well, I mean, that makes sense if we pair it up with the welcome book.
I must act on thought.
I mean, I'd already figured this out with the fact that all the other guests were in the east.
I must take a different approach if I am to...
Okay, was it because he's stressed?
Some would say a lucky guess. I would say a moment of genius.
He's doing too much. He's stressed. They're all connected. Archibald is clearly flustered with his task. It appears he sent me to the wrong room. Inspect the bedroom. Okay. We've already inspected. Oh, there's luggage here. So no tag must belong to one of the guests. But is that a new thing? Oh, right, okay. So it's already occupied, which I kind of had figured out from that. Already been slept on, maybe. Card is hidden under the pillow. It indicates Hugo would like Miss Conrad to speak with him ASAP. Appears Monsieur Sterling has given me the wrong room. This one has been made for a Jacqueline Conrad. No matter, I shall find ma chambre myself. Any new connections? No. So I need to find my room, which is going to be further round. That's to probably maybe a ballroom of some description. So this is going towards the east wing, which is northeast quarter. Southeast quarter. Okay, so I can't go to either of those, which is odd because I'm meant to be in the east wing. Inspect the ground floor? Why? Why do I want to inspect the ground floor? I want to find my room. That's what we just said. Ooh, a plant.
Oh.
Plants lean and rely on each other to survive. Something we as a species could take a lesson from. You sure about that? Oh, hello. Gideon.
You must be Detective Poirot. Welcome. Allow me to introduce myself. Gideon Demir.
The fiancé to Mademoiselle Angeline. The pleasure is all mine.
Angeline spoke so highly of you. It sounds as though you are the man that can sort this terrible mess out.
I am, monsieur. You have my word.
Yeah, how has Mademoiselle Angeline been since receiving the letters?
She tries her best to keep everyone else happy, but I can see it is taking its toll.
Quite understandable. She is feeling the burden of the family that is not hers to carry.
Angeline has spoken with her mother. She has asked if there is anything that could be used against her, but she was just so dismissive.
And what are your thoughts on the matter?
I do not want to overstep my position, but if there is something that could damage not only the Vandenbosch name, but our future, Angeline deserves to know.
And you do, I assume.
That is a very diplomatic answer.
You have met Madame. You know it is best to not get on her wrong side.
I have, and Monsieur Gideon is wise to select his battles carefully where Madame is concerned. The guests that are attending.
Mostly friends of the family. A couple of business associates of mine. Quite a mix from all walks of life.
With regards to the blackmailing, can they be trusted, or should they be considered suspects?
Angeline is struggling to trust anyone right now. But Madame Vandenbosch, as it is her house, thought it was best for us to have them all present.
And they will all be staying in the house?
Yes, it is a rather full house. All 6 guests will be staying on this floor. The family resides on the 2nd floor. As does Felix.
I will be sure to speak with them all. However, I will keep my identity and purpose for being here hidden, at least until I have made my initial introductions.
I'm afraid that ship may have already sailed. Once the Comtesse gets wind of something, a detective coming to the house, for example, you can bet everyone will know.
I mean, couldn't we just be like, oh yeah, we're friends? Like, after this case? After the previous case? In the prologue? I don't know. I could not help noticing an air of antipathy when mentioning the Major.
You are very observant.
Oh, that's Felix, is it?
You would be wise to keep that perceptive nature while you're here.
Yes. Okay.
I'm sure you are correct. But I'd like to return to your feelings towards the Major.
He has been a good friend to Madame van den Bosch over the years, but that does not make him a good man, or suitable to involve himself in family affairs.
Monsieur Gideon has not said anything negative against the Major. Sounds as though he's questionable of the Major's intentions in the house.
Merci, monsieur. I shall leave you to prepare for tonight's celebrations.
Okay, we have some new bits. Oh, no, that's not the button I wanted. Desperate for money is widowed. Elizabeth and Luke plan to elope. How is this? When is this in comparison to the previous thing? Oh, there's no connections to make. Right, that's fine. Wait, hang on. Guest residing on the first floor. Yes, exactly. So that's why I wanted to go to my room. Oh well. Bon, Mademoiselle Angeline is here. The sooner I learn more about the blackmail, the quicker she can return to celebrating her happy news. I'm also eager to hear about Mademoiselle Elizabeth and what became of young Florette. I mean, you're more likely to know about this, I would assume. Oh, not another one. The Van den Bosch family have held a place in my mind since our first meeting. I'm most interested to see what has changed since then. Okay. Oh, that's the receipt we've seen before. Okay. Ask Angeline.
Mademoiselle Angeline, it is a pleasure to see you again.
Detective, how wonderful you are here. Your travel was not too arduous, I hope?
Watching from my carriage window, I saw the beautiful countryside and rolling hills. It was anything but taxing.
I'm truly thankful you could make it here at such late notice.
No thanks are required, mademoiselle. When one is requested personally, there is nothing more important.
Seems the staff have been almost run off their feet today. Is it always like this?
Gideon and I only wanted a small dinner to celebrate our engagement, but Maman was adamant on throwing this party. It may have been her idea, but it's the staff that have made it happen. Their efforts do not go unnoticed, from me at least. They have been with us for so long. I do my best to make sure they are happy and content.
Mademoiselle has made a remarkable transformation from selfish, spoiled brat to the gracious young woman I see before me. Although I must solve this case alone, Mademoiselle's insight may be of great assistance throughout my investigation. Who is aware of the letters and their content?
Only Maman, Elizabeth, my beloved Gideon, and you, of course.
Do I?
And what is your fiancé's opinion of the letters?
He thinks me foolish for paying the first one if there is no secret to reveal. But
you believe there may be a secret lurking. One that Maman is herself keeping hidden.
she tells me nothing. Even though I'm a grown woman on the verge of marriage, she still treats me like the child I once was.
Perhaps it is out of love that she protects you. It is in every mother's nature to protect their young from hurt.
The relationship between Madame and Mademoiselle is obviously far from perfect. She should treasure the time she has with Mademoiselle Angeline before she is wed and has flown the nest.